Calm. Chapter 1A, yeah, Corpio 2, yeah. We're gonna go through all the questions, yeah, and we're gonna see what I got. You get me? Alright, let's start question 1A, yeah. 1A says write minus 3, yeah, in the form, yeah, in the RE theta form, yeah. So deep here, yeah, minus 3. That's the same thing as like minus 3 plus 0i. Because deep it, there's no imaginary part, yeah. So same as that. So what's gonna be R, yeah? R is gonna be minus 3 squared plus 0 squared square rooted. Which is gonna give you 3, yeah. So 3 is R. Calm. Now you need to find theta, yeah? That's easy, yeah? What you need to do here is just plot it, yeah? So always vertical is IM and real axis is horizontal, yeah? Alright, calm. So on the real thing, yeah, it's minus 3. And imaginary is nothing, so it's just minus 3, yeah? So deep it. What angle does that make? So always from the real axis and you go anti-clockwise, yeah? So what angle is that going to make? That's going to make pi, yeah? Because deep it, a full circle is 360 degrees, yeah? Which is 2 pi. So half of that is going to be pi, yeah? So that's going to be pi degrees, or 180, yeah? So it's going to be 3e to the power of pi I. That's in the form, yeah? So 3e to the power of pi I, yeah? Pi is the angle, 3 is r, yeah? That's the situation. Alright, calm. Next question, yeah? B. Calm. So B, yeah? B is, we need to write 6i in that form, yeah? So we do the same thing, yeah? And then 6i, yeah? So it's going to be up here, 6, yeah? So deep it, what's the angle there? The angle there is going to be pi over 2, yeah? Because deep it, that's half of the full, of half of the rotation, so that's pi over 2, yeah? Because the full rotation is 2 pi. Half of that is just that one line, 180 degrees, yeah? And then half of that is a 90 degrees here. That's the pi over 2, yeah? So the angle is pi over 2. And then what do you think the modulus is? It's obviously 6 here, but obviously you can do 6 squared plus 0 squared, and then square root is going to give you 6 here. So 6e to the power of pi over 2 I, yeah? That's fine also. Alright, so you know, C, yeah? Calm. So C is minus 2 root 3 minus 2i, yeah? So minus 2 root 3 minus 2i, yeah? Now listen, word of advice here. What you want to do here is you want to just take away, first find the modulus here. So modulus is easy, it's just minus 2 root 3 squared plus minus 2 squared, yeah? And the square root. And I believe that's 4, yeah? As if my name got it written down. Alright. And then what you want to do, yeah, to find the angle, yeah, it's always going to be tan theta. And what it will be, yeah, it will depend. You need to, at first, yeah, draw it out, and you'll get the ideal fit, and then eventually you won't have to do that, yeah? So essentially here, yeah, tan theta, what you do is always imaginary over the normal, you know what I'm saying, over the real, yeah? So it will be 2 over 2 root 3. Now, get rid of the negatives, yeah? So it should be no signs here. It should just be 2 over 2 root 3, yeah? And then tan inverse that, and you'll get theta is equal to pi over 6. Now, think about where it is on the actual scale, yeah? So you'll be able to memorize, yeah, that bottom left is this, top right is this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So for now, yeah, do it like that. And now deeper, yeah? Minus 2 root 3 is going to be over here, yeah? And then minus 2i, yeah? It's going to be down here. So the point we're looking at is that. So now deeper, yeah? You gotta start from the real, yeah? So imagine, yeah, I came all the way across like that. That's going to be minus pi. You get it? Because I'm going the other direction. I'm not going anti-clockwise. I'm going clockwise now, yeah? So minus pi. I'm going down minus. If it was above, it would be pi, yeah? Then deep it. I need to add that little angle here. See what I'm saying? I need to add that angle here in order to give me what this one is, the big angle, yeah? So what I need to do is I need to do minus pi plus pi over 6. And that's going to give me what this angle is, yeah? Because deep it. Pi over 6 is this here. Because it's opposite over adjacent, yeah? The adjacent was 2 root 3. And the opposite is 2, yeah? So finding that angle, I found this angle, that's pi over 6 here. So to find the rest of it, it's going to be minus pi plus that little part there, and then it will give me that big thing here. So minus pi plus pi over 6 here is going to be what? It's going to be minus 5 pi over 6. So then that's the final answer here. It will be 4e, because 4 is r. So 4e minus 5 pi over 6i here. So D. Calm. So D, yeah? D is minus 8 plus I, yeah? So again, draw it quick time now. I don't think we need to write IM and RE here. That's minus 8. And that's going to be on 1, yeah? So it's going to be here. So then like that. Calm. So I need to find this angle here. How do I find that angle? Obviously, let me find R first, yeah? So 8 squared minus 8 squared, yeah? Doesn't matter. 2 squared, square root. That's going to get you root 65, yeah? And now what you want to do here is you want to do tan inverse. So again, don't worry about the signs here. You just do tan inverse of the imaginary over the real, yeah? So 1 over 8. Don't worry about the signs here. You think about that after, yeah? That's going to give you 0.1245, yeah? Now deep it. That there is this angle. I want to get the other angle around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do pi. So pi is the whole thing from that whole, 180 degrees here. Pi minus 0.12435. That's going to give me this angle here. You know what I'm saying? I've got pi and I'm going to minus this angle. So then I'm going to get this angle. Yeah? So what I need to do here is pi minus 0.12435. Yeah? That's going to give me 3.02. So the final answer here is root 65 e power of 3.02i. Yeah? Now you learnt two ones, yeah? So if it's just in this quarter, it's just normal, yeah? If it's in the first quarter, it's normal, yeah? If it's on this quarter here, second quarter here, then it's pi minus the angle, yeah? If it's in this one, then it's minus pi plus, okay? And this one we're going to get to in a minute, yeah? But obviously it's just negative, normal, yeah? Alright. E. Calm, yeah? So E. It's 2 minus 5i, yeah? Say no. So that's 2, 5, yeah? Like that. Like that, yeah? Say nothing. So obviously it's in that quarter, yeah? So now find R. R is going to be 2 squared plus minus 5 squared square rooted. That gives you root 29. And then theta is going to be tan inverse here. Again, so don't worry about the sign, yeah? Just 5 over 2. And that's 1.19, yeah? Now, because it's in this quadrant here, yeah? For this quadrant, what you do is you do negative theta. So you do negative times the angle, yeah? So this angle, the real angle, will be negative 1.19. So the final answer will be root 29 e power of negative 1.19 I. Yeah, easy. Calm F. So bro, you can clock here straight away here. It's gonna be on the negative horizontal here and positive y. Yeah. So negative horizontal positive y here is gonna be pi minus, bro. Yeah, you already know this, yeah. But if you want to write it out, you can. So negative here, so negative 2 root 3, and then positive 2 root 3. So it's gonna be that, and obviously it's that. So you want to find this, so it's gonna be pi minus this angle here. So to find this angle here, obviously tan inverse of 2 root 3 over 2 root 3. That's going to give you pi over 4 here. And then what we can do is pi minus pi over 4 here. So theta is going to equal to pi minus pi over 4, yeah? And that's going to be 3 pi over 4. And then obviously do as well, yeah, 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 squared plus 2 root 3 squared square root, yeah? And when you do that, you'll get 2 root 6. So the final answer is 2 root 6 e to the power of 3 pi over 4 I, yeah? Now, obviously, yeah, it's a bit of a situation here. Yeah, bro, just pi minus that, yeah? Because obviously this is the pi over 4. So then to get to this one, this is going to be 3 pi over 4, yeah? And together they'll make up pi, yeah? Alright, come on. Alright, G. So this one's easy, bro, already. It's root 8, yeah? Root 8 is just 2 root 2. R, and then the angle is just pi over 4. Yeah, because whenever you go in this form, yeah, so root 8 cos theta over pi over 4, yeah, plus I sine pi over 4, yeah, you can write it in the exponential form as well. So that's just this, that's just R. Root 8 is 2 root 2. And then the angle is just pi over 4, yeah. H is a similar thing, yeah, but what you need to do is if you go in this situation, yeah, it has to be in the positive form. So it has to be a positive in between them, yeah? So in order to change that, yeah, remember that cos x here is the same as cos minus x. So cos pi over 6 is the same as cos minus pi over 6, yeah? And sine minus x is equal to minus sine x. So essentially, how you convert this here is it will just remain, so essentially it needs to be the same number, by the way, yeah? So you see this negative in the sign, it will move into the thing. So it'll become plus sine minus pi over 6 here. And then we need it to be the same as the other one, so the other one will be cos minus pi over 6. Yeah? Again, because cos minus pi over 6 is the same as pi over 6, yeah? Cos pi over 6, yeah? And sine minus pi over 6 is the same as minus sine pi over 6, yeah? So that's the situation. So the angle is actually minus pi over 6 here, not pi over 6. And obviously r is the value in front of it, which is 8. So it's just 8 e. I don't write it here, yeah, but there'll be 8 in the book here. So 8e to the power of minus pi over 6 I, yeah? I, H, no, I. So again, R is going to be 2. And then you need to do reverse thing here. So 2 cos pi over 6 pi over 5 here. Minus I sine pi over 5. And now do the same thing here. So, yeah, 2 cos minus pi over 5. So turn that to negative. And then you can make that positive in between it, yeah? So plus I sine minus pi over 5. And then obviously 2 is going to be R. E to the power of minus pi over 5. That's the angle here. Minus pi over 5 I. Boom. Question 2, yeah? Express the following in the form, yeah? So e to power of so 2a, yeah? E to power of pi over 3I. Obviously you can write that as it's 4, you know? Nah, 8 and 4. It's just e. Alright, calm. So that's obviously gonna be this, yeah? So just memorize that form if you don't know that form. If you don't know what I mean by this here, then look at like a video and learn. Because like that's, you know what I'm saying, basic concept here. You can write anything in the power form like that. You can write as this thing, yeah? So cos pi over 3 plus I sine pi over 3, yeah? Calm. And then just use your calculator, yeah? So just put cos pi over 3 in the calculator, put sine pi over 3 in the calculator and simplify, yeah? So it'll give you 1 over 2 plus root 3 over 2 I, yeah? And that's the final answer. Calm. B. This is 4 e pi I. So same thing, 4 open bracket cos pi plus I sine pi, yeah? So obviously that's just gonna be cos pi is yeah, and sine pi is yeah. Obviously that's gonna be -4, yeah? Because you know, just put in your calculator, but sine pi is 0 and cos pi will be -1. So -1 times 4 will be -4, yeah? Alright, calm. See, 3 root 2 e pi over 4 I, yeah? So that's 3 root 2 open bracket cos pi over 4 plus I sine pi over 4. So in the calculator, do cos pi over 4, sine pi over 4 times it by 3 root 2, and then you'll get 3 root 2 open bracket 1 over root 2. So that's cos pi over 4 plus 1 over root 2i, yeah? And then expand this, root 2 cancel root 2, so you just get 3 plus 3i, yeah? Calm. D. So what you want to do, yeah, is 8 cos pi over 6 plus I sine pi over 6, yeah? Calm. Pi. And obviously, yeah, cos pi over 4, pi over 6 here will be root 3 over 2. And then the other thing here, sine pi over 6 here, that's going to be what? 1 over 2, yeah? And then times 8. So times 8 like that. Then you'll get 4 root 3 plus 4i, yeah? Calm. E. Calm. So that's the same thing here. 3 open bracket cos minus pi over 2 plus I sine minus pi over 2, yeah? And just simplify that, bro, in your calculator. It's going to give you -3i, yeah? I think on imaginary mode as well, yeah? If you go into like mode 2, whatever, complex number, yeah? You can just put the whole thing and it'll give you the answer. Like you can just put all of this, yeah? Alright, calm. Yep. So the same thing, yeah? So cos 5 pi over 6 plus I sine 5 pi over 6. And then pattern that will be root 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2i, yeah? Calm. G. E to the power of minus pi I. That's cos minus pi plus I sine minus pi, yeah? And then again, pattern that, you'll get -1, yeah? H. 3 root 2, yeah? E minus 3 pi over 4. I. Now, that's going to be 3 root 2, open bracket, cos minus 3 pi over 4 plus I sine 3 pi minus 3 pi over 4. And I'll just put in the inside here, so 3 root 2, open bracket, minus 1 over root 2, minus 1 over root 2. And then times it inside, you'll get minus 3i here. So that becomes that becomes that here. I here. Alright, calm. Alright, last one, I here. So 8, open bracket, cos minus 4 pi over 3 plus I sine minus 4 pi over 3 here. That's going to be 8, open bracket, cos minus 4 pi over 3 becomes minus 1 over 2. And then sine minus 4 pi over 3 becomes root 3 over 2. I here. And then times 8 inside, and then you'll get minus 4 plus 4 root 3 here. I. That's the final answer. Alright, come. Question 3 here. A. So we just got to express it in the form here, but we need theta to be between minus pi and pi here. So take the first one. The first one is e to the power of 16 pi over 13 I, yeah? So obviously, yeah, you just write that as what? You just write that as cos 16 pi over 13 plus I sine 16 pi over 13. But now, yeah, that's obviously bigger than pi. So what you need to do is you need to take away 2 pi from that. Yeah? Not 2 pi. Check. Yeah, so take away 2 pi from that, yeah? To get it back in the range, yeah? So it's going to be cos. Then 16 pi over 13, yeah, in your calculator, put 16 pi over 13, yeah, and then take away 2 pi, yeah? It will give you minus 10 pi over 13. But you can also work it out, yeah? Plus I sine minus 10 pi over 13. Well, that's the final answer, yeah? So now it's in the range between minus pi and pi, yeah? Because before it was bigger than pi. If you took away pi, it's still bigger. So therefore, we got to take away 2 pi, yeah? So that it can, no, take away 2 pi, sorry, from the get-go, yeah? So that it can be inside range, yeah? Because it can't be, the values can't change, yeah? So cos 16 pi over 13 will give you the same value as cos minus 10 pi over 13. Same with sine, yeah? So because cos and sine both repeat after 2 pi, yeah? After 360, you need to take away 2 pi or add 2 pi to get inside the range, yeah? Alright, calm. Alright, B. B is 4e to the power of 17 pi over 5, yeah? So that's just this, yeah? Calm. So take away 2 pi, yeah? And you'll get 7 pi over 5 and 7 pi over 5, yeah? That's still out of range, bro. That's still bigger than 1 pi. Because 7 over 5 is bigger than 1, yeah? So I'm gonna have to take away another 2 pi, yeah? So it'll be 4 cos minus 3 pi over 5 plus I sine 3 minus 3 pi over 5, yeah? And that's the final answer. So as you see here, took away 2 pi, still bigger, took away another 2 pi, and it's patterned. Alright, calm. Alright, see. 5e minus 9 over 9 pi over 8, yeah? How am I going to pattern that? I'll use 5, and then cos minus 9 pi over 8 plus I sine minus 9 pi over 8. And now, as you see, I've got a situation now, yeah? Everything's flowing smoothly, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is smaller than minus pi, yeah? Because 9 over 8 is bigger than 1, yeah? So it was bigger than 1 pi, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, yeah, what I'm going to do is, obviously, it's below that, yeah? So that's below that, whatever, yeah? So therefore, what I need to do is add 2 pi, yeah? So add 2 pi. If I add 2 pi to that, it will become 7 pi over 8. And that's obviously less than pi, yeah? Because less than 1, yeah? So therefore, it's correct. It's calm. Alright, cool. Question 4, yeah? Last question. Let's see. So yeah, use e to the power of I theta to give you equals cos theta plus that to show that, yeah? Say nothing. So essentially, what we need to do, yeah, is you see you're gonna get sine theta on its own, yeah? You see you in the question they've used e I theta and e minus I theta. So just write those two out first, yeah? So write e I theta, and what does that give you? That gives you cos theta plus I sine theta. Calm. Where's e minus I theta? That's obviously cos minus theta plus I sine minus theta. But now what you want to do, yeah, is you want to take the negative out, yeah? So obviously, this can become cos theta, and then the negative can move out here, yeah, for sine, yeah? So minus I sine theta, and again, theta are the same, yeah? It's not negative theta and theta, it's theta for both of them, yeah? Alright, calm. Now what you want to do, yeah, is essentially, if I call this equation 1, and I call this equation 2, yeah, you're just doing 1 minus 2. So just equation 1 minus equation 2, yeah? So e to the power of I theta minus e to the power of minus I theta is going to equal cos theta minus cos theta is going to cancel. It's going to be 0, yeah? Then I sine theta minus minus I sine theta is going to be 2 I sine theta. And now to get in the form they want, yeah, if you look at the book here, all you got to do now is just divide by 2i. And you get sine theta on its own, yeah? On its ones, yeah? Alright, calm. So sine theta is equal to e I theta minus e minus I theta over 2i. Or 1 over 2i or whatever, yeah? Alright, calm. And that's the end, bro. That's how easy it is, yeah? Pattern.